This week, we need to get real here about something huge, tragic, and underreported: violence against Christian in Nigeria. And when I say huge, this isn't a protest or a minor clash. Accordingly to Watchdogs, more than 7,000 Christians have been killed so far in 2025. Yikes. Yes, that many. Now, some say that the scale of this crisis is tremendous. Let me break it down. Inter-Society, a major civil liberties organization, say that between January the 1st and August the 10th of this year, about 7,087 Christians were killed. And in the same time frame, around 7,800 Christians were abducted. That's not a few isolated attacks, that is war on faith. To make it more shocking, that works out to roughly 30 Christian deaths per day, every day, for months. So, who is behind this violence? This isn't random crime. The culprits, extremist Islamist groups. These factions are not just fighting for land, they are targeting people for their religion. In fact, Inter-Society says about 20 jihadist style militant groups are active in Nigeria, many operating with impunity. These aren't small gangs, some have semi structured chains and real reach. So here's the historical context. To understand how we got here, you have to look back from 2009 to 2025. Inter-Society estimates about 125,000 Christians have been killed in Nigeria, plus tens of thousands of Muslims too. In the broader unrest, the total close to 185,000 deaths over 15 years. That's not just a bleep, that's a full-blown historic crisis. But it's not just the deaths. According to reports, 1,100 Christian communities have been destroyed and 600 clergy have been abducted or killed. Churches burned, congregations scattered. There's nothing small scale about this. So, what is the government doing about this? They argue that this is herder farmers conflict, land poverty, resource issues, but critics say that this is not the whole story. Inter-Society accuses the government of under-responding, even complicity, failing to bring extremist perpetrators to justice. Some officials are silent, others claim that they don't have the capacity. Meanwhile, Christians are being displaced in huge numbers. Reports suggest millions have been forced to flee their homes over time because it's not safe anymore. This isn't just a local African issue, this is a global human rights crisis. Thousands abducted, targeted because of their faith. This isn't just insecurity, this is a persecution. If the world isn't paying attention, if the pressure isn't being put onto Nigerians' government and global institution, then what are we doing? Watching from the sideline doesn't actually cut it. Now here's my take. We all serve the same God, but religion divides. I've spoken to Muslims, Catholics, Christians, Buddhists, atheists. When people start talking about God, I listen because you can feel it. You can tell when someone is real and they genuinely have a relationship with God. But the minute someone starts leading from I am Catholic or I am Muslim before they even mention God, that's a red flag for me. That's showsmanship. That's performative. To me, that's not faith. That's pretending to be close to God and not actually being close. True believer starts with God, not labels. They don't need to announce it. You might act like it, but I know when someone's not being authentic. So, what do we watch for the roads ahead? How will international bodies like UN Human Rights Organization respond? Will Western nations put pressure on Nigeria, sanctions, aid for conditions? Will Nigerian government take real steps to protect Christian communities? Will extremist groups be dismantled or will they continue to terrorize? Will the displaced Christian get real support and safety? At the end of the day, this isn't just numbers on a report. These are mothers, fathers, and children. Their faith puts a target on them, and that's not just newsworthy. It's heartbreaking, it's urgent, and it calls for action. If you believe in justice, stay loud. If you believe in humanity, stay informed. These people need more than our thoughts and prayers. They deserve our words and maybe even our outrage. That's our deep dive on Nigeria this week. Stay with us. We'll keep following this, bringing you updates, calling out the stories that need to be told.